And so Airbus, however, is probably about a $50 billion advantage over it from a debt standpoint. And so they can move ahead and start planning for the next generation and sort of seal this dominance that they're probably going to have of the aircraft business.
From war-torn skies to global industry titan, the story of Airbus is one of ambition, controversy, and relentless innovation. Bavarian politician Franz Josef Strauss, obsessed with both planes and power, galvanized Europe to take on the American giants of aviation. As Airbus engineers gambled on game-changing technologies, boardrooms clashed over the company's very soul as fierce competition against Boeing threatened to sink it before it ever took off. Franz Josef Strauss was no ordinary man. He was born in the heart of Bavaria. Many saw him as a tempestuous cocktail of ambition, controversy, and an undeniable brilliance that would leave its mark upon a continent. Strauss rose from humble butcher's son to become a key architect of post-war Germany. But beyond the machinations of politics burned a different passion: aviation. It wasn't merely the thrill of flight that captivated him. Strauss saw aviation as the embodiment of progress. For him, it was a symbol of European technological might on par with the rising powers of the United States and the Soviet Union. Legend has it that during the construction of Munich Airport, Strauss was so impatient with the progress that he rented a bulldozer and started shaping a runway himself. The mound of earth created became known as Straussberg, or Strauss Mountain, evidence of his hands-on style and determination to get things done. It was clear from early on that his commitment was total. With Germany's aircraft industry still hobbled by the scars of war, Strauss's attention turned to restoring the country's place in the skies. Meanwhile, across Europe, similar ambitions stirred. In France, designers dreamt of a jet airliner that would shatter limitations of distance and speed. And in Britain, engineers eyed the bleeding edge of aeronautics. It was a fragmented landscape, but ripe with possibility. Strauss's unwavering belief in European unity propelled him into the heart of this nascent industry. He saw Airbus not simply as a commercial project, but as an embodiment of European reunification. He was the architect, the catalyst, the ox, determined to drag a collaborative European Airbus kicking and screaming, if necessary, into the skies. The birth of Airbus was not from a single grand vision. It emerged from a complex web of motivations, both technological and political, that simmered on both sides of the Rhine River. In the early 1960s, both France and Germany possessed the fragments of a world-class aerospace industry. They had designers with ambition, engineers with leftover war-forged skills, and the burning desire to reclaim their place in the skies. But resources were limited, and neither nation could go it alone. Airbus was the perfect embodiment of this unity, a tangible project merging engineering prowess with a political purpose. Yet, forging this binational engine was fraught with challenges. National pride clashed with the need for compromise. Engineers from different backgrounds locked horns on design philosophies. Political winds shifted, threatening to ground the entire project before it took off. The sheer audacity of the endeavor was mind-boggling at the time. They wanted to create a wide-body airliner with 2 engines at a time when long-haul flights were dominated by 3- and 4-engine giants. The very idea of the A300 was a gamble. Convincing airlines that a twin-engine aircraft could safely cross oceans was an uphill battle. But Airbus engineers, led by the visionary Roger Bettiol, believed in their calculations and the potential of advanced new engines from the likes of General Electric. The A300's wide-body design revolutionized passenger comfort. Airlines could fit hundreds of passengers and increase profitability on those sought-after routes linking major cities. Its shorter, wider fuselage also presented a unique engineering challenge. How would they load and unload cargo efficiently? How could they streamline turnaround times at airports? Ground infrastructure would need as much innovation as the aircraft itself. The A300 was much more than a larger version of existing aircraft. It embodied a new philosophy of design. The design pioneered the use of lightweight composite materials to reduce fuel consumption. Decisions about cockpit layout and the number of crew members required would influence how commercial aircraft were piloted for decades to come. Bringing the A300 to life was a monumental jigsaw puzzle, but the image of its enormous fuselage being transported on roads was a spectacle that drew crowds in the quiet towns along the way.